Hey everybody, it's Cindy here, and today I want to talk to you about living a bucket list life and why this is such a great idea. So, first of all, a bucket list is a list that you make for yourself of things you've always wanted to do or experience, see, do, learn. This can be anything from like learning to knit to learning how to golf, to traveling around the world, to, meeting people from 25 different countries, to running for office, a political office, to starting your own business, to trying an exotic food. I mean, anything. It can be anything. So your bucket list is your own unique list of things that you really want to experience before you die. Now, so if you have a bucket list, I want you to find it this weekend. We have a weekend coming up. Tomorrow's Friday. I want you to find your bucket list, blow the dust off of it, and review it and go, what have I done? What have I accomplished on my bucket list? What haven't I done? And start to look at and add anything new that you want to add to your bucket list. You can always be revising this bucket list, right? And then look at what you could do next. Like, what thing on your list could you do next? If you do not have a bucket list, I highly, highly recommend that you make one. And there's no limit to this. It can be, 10 things. It can be 500 things. Doesn't matter. It's okay. These are intentions, things you want to experience in your life. Okay? So, why is it a good idea to live a bucket list life? Well, let me tell you that having that list of desires, wants, things you're looking forward to, and staying connected to it, like reading it frequently and intentionally incorporating those things into your life over time, actually is very, very healthy on several levels. First of all, a bucket list can bring a focus and clarity to your life of the things that feel really important to you, which is great. This gives us direction. This also helps us to know things that aren't important to us, and so we don't waste time on things we don't care to do or really want to engage in. The other thing is that a bucket list gives us that kind of edge in life, that excitement, that kind of anticipation of things to come that we think will just be amazing, right? So, like one of mine is to ride in a hot air balloon. I really want to ride in a hot air balloon someday. I'm going to do it someday. And I turned 50 in May, and I thought I'm going to do a bucket list item on my birthday, and that was one of the things I checked into. My kids were with me, so the cost for three of us to do the hot air balloon was 3 times as much as what I ended up choosing. Another item on my bucket list, a helicopter ride. So the three of us went on a helicopter ride. So check that off the bucket list on my 50th birthday, and it was so much fun. But anyway, having things on your list, another one of mine is to go to Australia. So I have things I'm anticipating that I think are going to be just, so yummy, fabulous. And so it gives us kind of that edge, or that keeps us curious and open and interested in, oh, when is this experience going to come around, or what's available out there for me right now that on my bucket list that I could do that makes sense in the time I have, the money I have, whatever. What's accessible to me right now. So it kind of puts an energy into our life that's very joy filled and excited. The other thing is that usually through doing things on our bucket list, it stretches us in some way. It stretches and expands our mind. It expands our mind. It expands our world. It usually opens doors to us, and maybe opens into new relationships. Maybe you want to become really great at horseback riding, so you join a group that is learning to horseback ride, And so now you've made new friends. So you've made new friends, you're doing something new, it's expanding your skill set, it's expanding your relationships. And then you'll start going on trips where you can ride horses. So maybe you ride the horses, on a ranch in Wyoming, or you take a horse ride, in the Grand Canyon or something like that. And so it just keeps expanding our world, which is very good for us to stimulate our mind and stimulate our bodies, and just it also triggers the endorphins, the serotonin, all the good feeling chemicals in our body to do things that we're excited and happy about, and that are new to us. And so it's very, very healthy. It's very, very healthy to live a bucket list life. So really think about this. And what you want to do. And again, it doesn't have to just be a list of things that feel, astronomically expensive or way, way out there. It can be, it really can be, but it doesn't have to be, and it can be a mix of everything. But I'm telling you, living by your life by a bucket list instead of just how much money do I need to have in my retirement account before I stop working when I'm 65 or 70 years old? Or, how soon can I get the house paid off? Or, these are all valid goals and important, and I understand that. But it adds a sweetness and kind of an edge to life, to think about what are some things I really, really want to do. Some of mine that I've done, just to give you some examples, in the last 5 years of my life or so, is swam with dolphins, snorkeled. I climbed Diamond Head in Hawaii. Took my kids to Hawaii. That was on my bucket list. I visited another continent. I went to Africa. So now I've been on 4 continents. Would like to get to all of them in my life. I've been to Europe, Asia, Africa, and of course North America. The helicopter ride on my birthday. There's several things, simpler things too. One that's on my list that's simpler is to learn how to dance, like actually take some dancing lessons and learn how to dance. I've never officially learned to dance. I had a couple line dancing lessons once, but other than that, I've never really learned to dance. Anyway, there's all kinds of them. So add some spice to your life. Get the bucket list in writing this weekend, and start checking things off. And just notice how you have some more pep in your step, more adventure, more excitement, and that kind of the routine of life, the habits we're in, the routines we're in, will be a little rocked in a way that's really, really good for you. And let me know, I would love to hear from you guys, what some of your bucket list items are, or ones you've already done in your life, and how that goes. So if you can message me about that, I would love that. I would really love that, because it might spur some more ideas for me too, as I tweak my bucket list and add more things, because I just keep checking them off. I just did another one yesterday that I've always wanted to do and did, and life's good. So anyway, enjoy yourselves, enjoy your weekend. It's so nice to talk with you. I love your feedback. I love knowing what topics you're interested in hearing about, how things that I've shared with you have helped in your life, or questions that you have about anything that I've shared with you over time. And remember, these videos, there's a whole slug of them now on my Facebook fan page, Cindy D. Whitmer, with all kinds of topics over the last few months. So you can always revisit those, or send people to them who might be dealing with different things that I address. And anyway, have a bucket list day, a bucket list weekend, a bucket list life, and I'll talk to you again soon. Thanks. Bye.